Archangel Michael says a rare alignment has taken place. It's not in the sky, not in the stars, but around your spirit. If you were born on the 2nd, 12th, or 22nd, your life has always felt like it's moving towards something unseen. For so long, things have felt delayed, quiet, or like someone's been one step ahead of your path. But in this moment, the silence is about to crack open. The numbers that surround your birth are now activating an energy locked away since before you were even born. People born on these dates have always been carriers of divine patterns. You are among the ones who feel more, sense deeper, and carry emotions that others don't even know how to name. That's not weakness, it's divine perception that others tried to bury. In the last 48 hours, a change has begun in your field. Something that was keeping you in the background has been lifted. The chains that weren't physical, but spiritual, have now been undone. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There is someone who has been trying to stop your divine recognition. This individual has watched your life silently and waited to see if your path would awaken. But the truth is, they're afraid, because your numbers carry prophecy. You are not like the others. Your life isn't a random event, it is a chosen channel through which timelines shift. That's why people either love you deeply or misunderstand you completely. Someone recently spoke your name during a spiritual session. They didn't know they were being guided to speak of you, but your numbers appeared again and again, almost forcing their voice to whisper your presence. And now, that whisper has reached divine ears. This is not coincidence. People with your birth pattern, 2, 12, 22, are woven into divine interruptions. You don't live an average life because your journey is part of a map far older than you've been told. Type Amen to get blessing 744. Right now, someone is being moved into your path who has a key. It's not a physical key but one of unlocking forgotten energies and past life threads. This person has no idea that they are about to walk directly into your reality. You may feel a little off lately, fatigue, dreams, odd memories surfacing from nowhere. That is your soul tuning into what was hidden. The frequency of your numbers is now signaling a retrieval of things that were stolen long ago. In another realm, a woman has tried to block your name from being recognized. She did this out of fear and jealousy, because she knew your light would soon become unavoidable. But Archangel Michael has removed her influence completely. A letter is circulating right now with your name listed in gold. You haven't received it yet, but spiritually, it is already sealed in your favor. What it contains will prove why people treated you strangely in the past. Type Amen to get blessing 1088. You weren't meant to fit in because you were meant to redirect the flow. The pain you carried was never yours, it was absorbed from those who couldn't handle their own truth. But now, your time of release has come. Someone close to you is about to change their stance entirely. They were once cold, distant, perhaps even cruel. But something they just found out about you, something they saw or heard, is rewriting everything they believed. A person you loved once tried to suppress your power by making you doubt yourself. They convinced you to silence your intuition, delay your dreams, and avoid your calling. But that influence has ended, and what you once buried is rising. The numbers 2, 12, 22 are now becoming visible to more people. You might start to see these numbers in places that feel too perfectly timed to be chance, because they are not. They are signs that the grid around you is responding. Type Amen to get blessing 919. There's an old woman who knew about your future before you were even born. She never met you directly but was told through divine means that a child would be born under those exact numbers who would break a cycle that others failed to overcome. You are that one. The resistance you've faced wasn't just personal, it was generational. You're not just healing yourself. You're repairing broken contracts from your bloodline and ancestors. Right now, someone is regretting their silence. They had a moment to help you, support you, or speak up in your favor, but they chose fear. Now they are watching your elevation from the sidelines with growing panic. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You are about to hear news that will leave you speechless. This news is tied to something that was taken from you without your awareness. A transaction, a decision, or a secret agreement that you weren't meant to know, but now it's finding its way back to you. There is a man who will soon speak your name in a high place. He once dismissed you or didn't believe in what you carried. But now, your spiritual presence is haunting his mind day and night. A place that once rejected you is preparing to ask for you again. The same door that closed will now beg to be opened from the other side. And you must know this: when you walk through as the divine force you were meant to be. Something you thought was lost is not only coming back but will return multiplied. It will carry the power of everything you endured without complaining. Heaven noticed the silent nights you cried and said nothing. Type Amen to get blessing 1222. Archangel Michael says you have been closely watched by divine protectors. Especially in moments where you almost gave up but chose to stay standing. Those moments have accumulated and are now unlocking a spiritual deposit that was set aside only for you. If you've been feeling distant from your own goals or dreams, it's because a recalibration has been taking place. Your true destiny was hidden under layers of distraction. But it has now been exposed to the light. Your enemies are feeling confused. They sense that something is building around you, and they cannot touch it. What once worked to delay you no longer has permission to remain. A voice from your childhood, one that made you doubt your worth, is now being spiritually silenced. That voice had too much control over your inner life. But your soul has decided to rewrite that narrative from this moment forward. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Someone has been feeling guilty about you. They think of what they said behind your back or what they did to sabotage your growth. This person will now approach you in a strange and unexpected way. Be prepared for a message, a voice, a letter, or even a dream, that reveals something kept from you for years. And once you receive it, your next step will finally become clear. There is a delay that has just lifted. Your manifestation energy is stronger now than it has ever been. You'll notice things start shifting without effort, doors opening before you even knock. You will meet someone soon who speaks your truth before you even say a word. They will recognize you on a soul level. They were sent not to harm or test, but to uplift and help complete the next part of your mission. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The places you cried in silence will soon become the very spots you dance with victory. People who underestimated your silence are about to witness your rise in full volume. You are no longer hiding what was placed in you. Something ancestral is about to be transferred to you. It's not just spiritual, it's tangible. It could be in the form of money, property, or unexpected favor from someone of influence. The dreams you've had lately, of strange faces, old homes, unfamiliar symbols, are all connected. You are being shown memories that aren't just your own but those of past versions of you. They're coming back because you're ready to reclaim what you lost. Archangel Michael says your time in hiding has expired. You are being moved to the front, whether you feel ready or not. The world is about to see what God never stopped seeing in you. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. A woman has been watching your life unfold. She is both amazed and intimidated. She wanted what you have, but now realizes she can never duplicate it, because your grace was earned through fire, not favor. You will receive a surprise within 72 hours. It will shake the foundation of what you believed to be possible for your life. What seemed out of reach will suddenly land in front of you. A conversation about you happened yesterday in a room you've never entered. But your name was spoken with weight and meaning. Someone is planning to extend an offer that will change the rest of your path. You are not too late. You are perfectly aligned. Your numbers, 2, 12, 22, were not randomly given. They are part of a heavenly time code, and it is unlocking now. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Let no one convince you to shrink again. You've outgrown the opinions of those who never understood your soul. The divine has taken over the steering wheel of your journey now. A divine reversal is happening. Where you were once ignored, now you will be sought after. Where you were dismissed, now you will be desired. The timelines around you are moving fast. What should take years will take weeks. What was delayed is now arriving on express energy. A veil has been torn. You are seeing things clearer. Your dreams, your senses, your gut, it's all aligning with the truth they tried to hide from you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You're walking through a portal now that few others can see. For others, it's just another day. But for you, because of your numbers, something sacred is unraveling right beneath the surface. The events around you may seem chaotic, but they are not random. They are coded movements designed to shake off what doesn't belong. The spiritual world is arranging people, pulling some away, and bringing some closer. This may be why you've felt sudden changes in friendships, unexpected silence from certain people, or even a growing sense of distance. That is not rejection, it's redirection. You are being filtered to protect your next level. A contract in the spirit realm has just expired. Someone who used to have authority to delay you has lost that access. Your numbers, 2, 12, 22, are no longer bound to old karmic ties. Type Amen to get blessing 2233. You may begin noticing repeating symbols, birds circling, mirrors breaking, clocks freezing at certain times. Don't ignore these signs. They are reflections of a frequency you're now finally open to receiving. A man with an intense stare recently noticed something in you he cannot forget. He won't say it yet, but something about your presence awakened something in him that had been asleep for years. You remind him of a vision he had long ago. The divine isn't just blessing your life, it's also exposing the hearts around you. Some people will feel drawn to you without understanding why. Others will feel repelled or threatened by your peace. Your aura is shifting. The things you used to tolerate now feel like poison. You're not changing, you're becoming who you always were before the world told you to forget. Type Amen to get blessing 1311. Someone who denied you is starting to feel haunted by your absence. They assumed you'd always be around, always available, always easy to reach. But now, your energy has been removed from their access. And that void? It's louder than your presence ever was. You were underestimated by someone with influence. But soon, they'll watch you walk into a room and command attention without saying a word. And that moment will humble their entire spirit. There's an invitation in your energy. The divine is pulling you into rooms meant for legacy. This isn't about attention or applause. It's about sacred positioning. There's a lineage of pain that ends with you. Your numbers carry completion energy. You're the breaker of chains and the builder of bridges. What you touch becomes a portal for others to heal. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Someone is being spiritually nudged to contact you. They don't know why, but their dreams are being filled with your image. They wake up feeling your name like an echo in their chest. That's not fantasy, it's spiritual instruction. You are about to be sent a message that holds more than words. It carries vibration. Once you read it, your spirit will know, this is part of what was promised long ago. Do not shrink when they arrive. Do not dim when they notice. Your only job now is to receive what has been assigned to you without guilt or fear. You've been trained through pain, carved by delay, and shaped by disappointment. But all of it was preparation, not punishment. Type Amen to get blessing 2022. Someone from your past is returning, but not for the same reasons. They were sent back to acknowledge what they denied. And the moment they do, something ancient inside you will feel released. You may feel sudden emotion in the coming days. That is your inner child remembering that healing is possible. That peace is not just a concept, but a destination. There's a letter hidden somewhere that has your name on it. It was held back intentionally by someone who didn't want you to know the full truth. But it's being brought into the light. A divine witness has been watching all of this. That which was done in secret will now be addressed openly. You are not walking alone, you are surrounded by those who fight on your behalf. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. You are going to feel lighter. Things that used to weigh you down will no longer have that power. This is not magic, it's alignment. Your mind is being cleared. Your heart is being softened. Your path is being prepared. An offer will come, and you may think it's too good to be true. But it isn't. It's simply what's finally due to you. Your birth numbers are unlocking it now because the time has arrived. A home, a relationship, a project, a dream, you'll feel drawn toward one of them intensely in the next few weeks. Don't resist that feeling. That is divine guidance pulling you into your highest vibration. Type Amen to get blessing 2999. Someone important will soon tell you a secret. This secret will change how you view your entire past. It will explain why you were treated the way you were and why your light triggered so many. You are not too late, too old, too forgotten. You are right on divine schedule. That's why everything feels like it's shifting so quickly. There's a mirror somewhere that you will look into soon, and you will not recognize yourself. Not because you've changed into someone else, but because for the first time, you've returned to yourself. The divine is not building you for applause, it's building you for authority. You carry weight in spiritual spaces that others can feel, even if they pretend not to. Type Amen to get blessing 4114. There is someone whose life will change just by being close to you. That's how powerful your frequency is becoming. Even your silence heals now. You may feel called to speak, write, or create something soon. That is the spirit moving through you. Don't delay, what you create will shift more than just your own reality. A celebration is being whispered about you in realms you cannot see. The veil is thinning. That's why you feel watched, because you are. But not all watching is wicked. Some of it is awe. Some of it is divine. Archangel Michael says you were never meant to be invisible. You were meant to be undeniable. There's a portal opening in the place where you least expect it. A city, a job, a conversation you almost cancelled. And yet, that's where the shift will begin. A person you haven't heard from in a long time is being spiritually pushed to speak their truth. They didn't value you before. But now, everything about you is pulling at their conscience. You'll notice people speaking your language soon, energetically, emotionally, and spiritually. They won't just understand you, they'll feel like they've been waiting for you. Because they have. Your numbers 2, 12, and 22 represent duality, divine timing, and master building. You were born to bring balance where there is chaos, clarity where there is confusion, and love where there is lack. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. Your presence calms storms, and your silence awakens truth. That's why some tried to provoke you, they knew you had the power to shift atmospheres simply by standing still. A man who once laughed at your ambition is about to eat his words. Not because you're seeking revenge, but because the divine always vindicates the misunderstood. Your ideas, your voice, your creativity, it's not random. They are keys that unlock dimensions others have never touched. You were always meant to move differently. In the next few days, pay attention to your surroundings. The universe is placing symbols, colors, and even smells to signal what's coming. They'll feel familiar, like déjà vu, and that's your confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 3003. You are being guided into a space where your past no longer controls your future. The stories others told about you are unraveling. Their lies can't outlast your truth. Someone from your family line made a decision long ago that affected generations. But now, because of your birth vibration, that mistake is being reversed. You are the corrector of ancestral imbalance. A stranger will be drawn to you. They may not even know why. But you will feel their energy, their curiosity, and their spiritual connection to your path. This isn't just about romance or friendship. This is about soul alignment. You're attracting people whose very purpose is tied to your rise. Type Amen to get blessing 8282. Someone tried to claim what was yours. They used manipulation, silence, or false agreements. But now, divine order is restoring what was stolen in the shadows. There is wealth that has your name on it, not just money, but spiritual inheritance. You were supposed to receive it earlier, but interference delayed it. Now, it's coming faster than expected. You will be drawn to certain numbers repeatedly. You'll wake up at 2:22, see 12:12, or notice 22 on signs, receipts, or clocks. These are not accidents, they are activations. There's an opening in your path that no one else can walk through. It was made for your soul's blueprint alone. And your steps are now being magnetized toward it. Type Amen to get blessing 9090. Someone who knew you when you were struggling is going to see you again when you're glowing. Their heart will sink, not out of hate, but out of realization. They were blind to your light until it blinded them. You will be invited into something unexpected, a project, a journey, or a gathering. Trust your intuition. If your spirit says, yes, do not delay. You are being freed from burdens you didn't even realize you were carrying. Thoughts, fears, and doubts implanted by others are being uprooted. You're no longer available for low vibrations. There is a divine person watching you from a distance. They have been asking the universe about you, how to reach you, how to support you, how to protect you. Their presence is closer than ever now. Type Amen to get blessing 6116. Your energy is becoming too powerful for dark intentions. That's why you feel tension with certain people. They sense your elevation and know they can't control you anymore. Your inner peace is no longer for sale. The days of shrinking to make others comfortable are over. You are allowed to take up space unapologetically. Someone from your past life is about to appear in this one. They will say things that feel eerily familiar, but you won't be afraid. You'll recognize them beyond the physical. An email, a text, a phone call. You will soon receive one of these carrying unexpected news. It will shift how you see yourself, and it will arrive at the exact moment you're ready. Type Amen to get blessing 5155. The reason you've been feeling emotional is because your soul is shedding timelines. You are not just healing, you're transforming. Every emotion is a message. A man who dismissed your intuition is about to discover that you were right all along. He will regret ignoring the voice that was meant to save him from his own fall. You have walked through fire without complaining. That's why your blessings are going to arrive with force. They are not delayed, they've just been gathering strength. The things you once dreamed about quietly are now reaching out to you loudly. You are becoming the version of yourself that your younger self prayed for. Type Amen to get blessing 7077. There is a shift happening in your bloodline. You are the one who said, "This ends with me." And now, heaven is saying, "Let it begin through you." Someone will look you in the eyes soon and tell you something they've been holding in for years. It will bring tears, relief, and closure. It will unlock something ancient inside you. Your heart has been through silent battles. But now, it's time for reward. A new love, or the return of a love with renewed truth, is being prepared in silence. Don't be surprised if you cry randomly, or feel sudden joy for no reason. That is your body recognizing what your soul already knows: you are about to be blessed. Type Amen to get blessing 4144. Someone powerful has noticed you. They won't tell you yet, but they're watching how you carry yourself. Your grace, your silence, your light, it's leaving an imprint. Your enemies are being silenced in ways you don't even see. Every lie, every betrayal, every plot, it's being dismantled without your hands even touching it. An opportunity is coming, and it will look too big for you, but that's the point. You've outgrown the small. The universe is finally matching your inner greatness. Archangel Michael says the timeline has split. You are no longer bound by delay or limitation. You've entered a divine acceleration. There is a vibration in your soul that's getting louder. Even if no one else hears it, the divine world hears it clearly. It's the frequency of someone finally stepping into their ordained truth. You will notice a new sharpness in your awareness. The people who are not for you will feel like noise. The ones who are meant to stay will bring silence and certainty. Your dreams may become more vivid now. People you don't speak to anymore might appear, not as memories, but as symbols. Each visit is a message, your subconscious confirming what your soul has outgrown. There is a locked chest in the spiritual realm that only your energy signature can open. And this week, it begins to unlock, slowly but surely. Type Amen to get blessing 9393. Someone close to you was planning to benefit from your downfall. They disguised it as love or advice. But now, their energy is being removed from your path without drama or announcement. You will soon find yourself in a place that once rejected you. But this time, they'll be the ones watching, wondering how they overlooked you. You won't need to speak. Your presence will say everything. You are shedding identities that were never yours. Names others labeled you with are falling away. The divine is calling you by your true name, one rooted in purpose, not in pain. Someone you've forgotten is remembering you deeply. Their thoughts are circling back to what they missed. You may feel a pull or a sudden memory, and that's because their energy is reaching for you again. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. Your angels are now fighting battles in silence on your behalf. What should have harmed you will not even touch you. What was planned against you is returning to sender. You are being wrapped in a light so strong that even envy cannot penetrate it. The darkness once near you now trembles when your name is spoken. That's the shift you've initiated. You'll soon enter a moment where everything clicks, a vision, a decision, a person. That moment will feel small, but afterward, nothing will be the same again. Someone who lost you is realizing you were the rarest part of their life. They'll try to re-enter, but this time, the terms will be divine. You don't belong to pain anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. You are becoming more unshakable than ever. That strength didn't come from ease, it was carved from your storms. And now, your presence will walk into rooms like a quiet earthquake. Your life is preparing for divine announcement. People are going to start saying, what happened to them? How did they get there? And the truth is, it was never luck, it was alignment. Someone who once led you into confusion is about to watch you lead others into clarity. They'll see your rise not through a screen, but through real transformation they cannot deny. The love you once begged for is returning in a different form, not out of desperation, but as divine recognition. This time, it comes with respect, with truth, and with spiritual purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. Archangel Michael says you will be offered a divine contract soon. It may appear as an email, a message, an invitation. But spiritually, it is a divine appointment dressed in earthly form. Pay attention to who's drawn to you now. Many will come to receive, but only a few are sent to give. Your discernment will be your greatest weapon. Someone you once poured into now wishes they had protected you instead. They see your light, but it's too late for them to hold it. You are not returning to where you've healed from. A miracle with your name is no longer on delay. It is moving toward you fast, because your timeline has been cleared of all spiritual interference. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. You may notice sudden urges to clean, to throw things away, to rearrange your space. That is your spirit making room. You're not just changing your environment, you're preparing for visitation. The divine is sending someone who will look at you and see everything, not just your smile, but your scars, your silence, your survival. And still, they will choose you completely. You won't need to chase anyone ever again. The people meant for you will feel your spirit before you even speak. That's how magnetic your aura is becoming. You are not being pushed into isolation, you are being called into preservation. The quiet around you is sacred space. Let it protect what's forming. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. Someone was warned spiritually not to mistreat you, but they ignored it. Now they're learning that touching a divine being comes with a price. You don't need revenge, your elevation is already the answer. The projects you begin now will carry extra favor. What once required force will now flow. You'll be shocked by how fast things move when you stop resisting divine pace. A new face will enter your life and feel instantly familiar. That's not coincidence, it's a soul memory. You've met before, just not in this lifetime. Your story will be used as a testimony. People will ask how you made it, and your answer will carry power. Your voice will break chains just by speaking your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. There is a woman who once copied you, mocked you, or tried to dim you. She's now watching you rise with eyes full of confusion. She tried to mirror your light, but your essence cannot be duplicated. Your silence has been louder than words. People are noticing what you no longer give attention to. That is where your power now lives, in the discipline of your detachment. A divine reversal is coming to your finances. Money owed, opportunities missed, and delayed resources are now returning. This is not luck, it is spiritual restoration. Your next season is not about proving anything. It's about receiving everything that was kept from you. No more chasing. No more begging. Only walking in what was promised.